that you weren't faithful.
I think everyone has a side to their story.
That our family can finally put this behind us and move forward.
I just got finished with my book. It's coming out very soon.
It's like my whole life, I kind of felt like I didn't matter.
Did you forget to thank anybody up there?
God.
I forgot God.
For me, as an adult, for the first time, seeing my family dynamics and the unhealthy situation.
Britney Spears revelations. Britney Spears' recent revelations about her 13-year conservatorship under her father Jamie Spears have sent shockwaves through the media and her devoted fan base. For years, Britney has largely communicated through her legal team in her efforts to remove Jamie as her conservator. However, in a significant turn of events, Britney personally addressed Judge Brenda Penny in a nearly 20-minute phone call, providing a candid and harrowing account of the alleged misuse and control she has endured. The gravity of Britney's statements cannot be understated. She disclosed instances of being forcibly administered lithium, a potent medication typically prescribed for bipolar disorder. Her description of the effects was alarming, highlighting the potential dangers of long-term use. Britney's claim that she felt mentally impaired and unable to communicate effectively with her parents is deeply distressing. Equally concerning is her assertion that her family did not intervene or take action to protect her well-being. Perhaps one of the most shocking revelations was Britney's comparison of her experience to physical trafficking. This analogy speaks volumes about the level of control and manipulation she feels she has been subjected to. Her assertion that she lacked basic autonomy, including access to her own finances, is a stark reminder of the extent of her alleged mistreatment. Britney's statements highlight a deeply troubling dynamic within her family, with Jamie Spears at the center of the alleged misuse and control. Her assertion that he relished in exerting power over her is deeply disturbing. It paints a picture of a father-daughter relationship characterized by manipulation, coercion, and disregard for Britney's well-being. The fact that Britney disclosed these experiences in such a public forum is significant. It demonstrates her determination to reclaim control over her life and her willingness to speak out against the alleged injustices she has faced. It also underscores the urgency of her plea for the termination of the conservatorship. Britney's revelations have ignited a renewed wave of support from her fans, who have long #FreeBritney movement. Her testimony has brought renewed attention to the broader issue of conservatorship misuse and the need for reform in the legal systems that govern them. In the wake of Britney's powerful testimony, it is imperative that her case is thoroughly reevaluated, with a focus on prioritizing her well-being, autonomy, and agency. Her voice must be heard, and her wishes respected, as she seeks to regain control over her own life. This pivotal moment in Britney Spears' legal battle has sparked a larger conversation about the rights and protections afforded to individuals under conservatorships, and the imperative to ensure that they are not subjected to abuse or exploitation.
That you weren't faithful.
I think everyone has a side to their story.
That our family can finally put this behind us and move forward.
I just got finished with my book. It's coming out very soon.
It's like my whole life, I kind of felt like I didn't matter.
She says she doesn't sleep, she cries every day. You could really sense the control that she has been.
Britney's rehab ordeal. In her recently unveiled memoir, The Woman in Me, Britney Spears bravely recounts a distressing episode from 2014, shedding light on her tumultuous journey within the confines of a conservatorship orchestrated by her father, Jamie Spears. The pop icon discloses a deeply personal account of how she was allegedly coerced into undergoing rehabilitation, an experience that left her feeling isolated and fearful. At the heart of this narrative is a pivotal moment involving Britney's then-boyfriend, TV producer Charlie Ebersol, who introduced her to energy-boosting supplements during her highly demanding Las Vegas residency. This seemingly innocuous act, done without Jamie's consent, triggered a series of events that would have profound implications for Britney's well-being. She attests that the supplements positively impacted her performance and overall health, an observation that her father did not view favorably. Jamie's reaction to Britney's newfound regimen took a drastic turn. He reportedly became convinced that the over-the-counter supplements were problematic, a perception that ultimately led to his decision to send Britney to rehab. This move, according to Britney, was not only unwarranted but also deeply distressing. It is important to note that Britney's account portrays a lack of agency over her own health care decisions, as her father was overseeing her medical care as her conservator at the time. The rehab facility in Malibu, California, became an unexpected chapter in Britney's life. Surrounded by individuals struggling with serious drug misuse issues, Britney felt out of place and overwhelmed. The experience was undoubtedly traumatic for her, compounded by the fact that she believed she had been sent there against her will. In her own words, Britney describes this period as horrible, a sentiment rooted in the feeling of being discarded and isolated. For the first time, Britney is publicly sharing this painful chapter, shining a light on the control and decisions that were allegedly imposed upon her. Her assertion that she was forced into rehab underscores the potential power dynamics at play within the conservatorship arrangement. Britney's claims illuminate the complex nature of her relationship with her father and raise questions about her autonomy and agency in matters concerning her own well-being. Britney's revelations serve as a poignant reminder of the importance of respecting an individual's agency, especially when it comes to their health and well-being. Her account also amplifies the broader conversation surrounding conservatorship reform and the need for greater safeguards to protect the rights and autonomy of those under such legal arrangements. As Britney continues to share her truth, her story reverberates as a call for accountability and systemic change within the realm of conservatorships.
Did you forget to thank anybody up there?
God.
I forgot God.
For me, as an adult, for the first time, seeing my family dynamics and the unhealthy situation.
Picture of you, a stuffed Britney Spears, holds her stomach like anyone would after eating too much.
I guess my food must have been really good for me to do that.
Probably like one of the best times in my whole family's life. You know, things were good and we were experiencing the good side of things.
And then we get a life and just, it's not that deep.
Britney's brave testimony. Britney Spears' recent court statements offer a poignant glimpse into the immense emotional and psychological toll she claims her conservatorship has taken on her. Her plea to be heard after years of silence underscores the urgency and gravity of her situation. Britney expressed her concern that the enforced silence has had detrimental effects on her well-being, emphasizing the toll it has taken on her heart. This assertion sheds light on the profound impact that being denied the ability to speak out and advocate for oneself can have on an individual's mental and emotional health. Britney's frustration with the legal restrictions placed on her voice is palpable. Her assertion that her attorney advised against revealing the extent of her experiences further highlights the complex and potentially oppressive nature of her conservatorship. This revelation suggests a broader issue within the legal system where individuals under conservatorship may face barriers to exercising their right to free expression. The pop icon's plea for her voice to be heard extends to a broader call for legal reform. Britney contends that the conservatorship system itself is in need of significant change. Her perspective is rooted in personal experience, yet it also resonates with a larger conversation surrounding conservatorships and the potential for misuse within this legal framework. By advocating for reform, Britney seeks to not only liberate herself from her own conservatorship, but also to shed light on a systemic issue that affects many others. Britney's candid admission of her ongoing struggles with mental health within the context of the conservatorship is a poignant reminder of the deeply personal toll such arrangements can take. Her assertion that she had hoped for happiness only to find herself in a state of denial and trauma speaks to the complexity of her emotions and experiences. This vulnerability provides a stark contrast to the public image often associated with her fame and wealth, highlighting the depth of her suffering. The fear of not being taken seriously due to her celebrity status is a striking revelation. Britney's belief that her fame could potentially overshadow her plea for autonomy and justice exposes the challenges faced by high-profile individuals when seeking redress in legal matters. This sentiment reflects a larger societal tendency to overlook or dismiss the struggles of those who are perceived to have material wealth or social standing. Her courageous and candid testimony has ignited a global conversation about the rights and autonomy of individuals under conservatorship, prompting calls for reform within the legal system. It is a pivotal moment not only for Britney, but also for the broader movement advocating for the protection and empowerment of those facing similar circumstances.
It's like I'll say, if someone comes up to me and they're like, "Are you Britney Spears?" And I'm always like, "No, my name's Susan."
I prefer to be honest, and because
Yeah.
but yeah,
That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.